Hi guys, welcome to Crazy to Forever, and in this video we'll be sharing with you a 3 days itinerary to Hanoi. We boarded from Chennai via Kolkata and tried some delicious Kolkata sweets. Boarded another flight from Kolkata to Hanoi. You can catch a local taxi from the airport as well, which we did too, to reach our first stop at our hotel at 2 a.m. Day 1. The first thing was strolling around the old quarter, and we stopped at the Meme Ancient House. The house was built in the 19th century. Since camera was not allowed here, we managed taking some pictures. There's a beautiful woodwork with shell-embedded designs, which is very famous in Vietnam. Old Quarter is an interesting street to walk, and we covered whole lot of Hanoi by walk. Though I have uploaded modes of traveling in Vietnam in a separate video, which can give you better idea about seeing Vietnam. By walk, you can explore better and try out many street food and fresh coconut water. We stopped at the Dong Xuan market and I got some fancy spoons for my cutlery collection. Then we walked towards Trang Quoc Pagoda through beautiful parks and stopped at another amazing sushi shop we came across. This oldest Buddhist temple in Hanoi, constructed in the 6th century, is located on a small island near the Hanoi's lake. The pagoda is one of the main parts of the temple, for it holds the important monk's ashes. At the main shrine, visitors are given incense to be burned. Walking aside this beautiful lake, we came across another divine pagoda. Well, pagodas are built to pray to Lord Buddha, and temples are to worship the kings and the queens. We didn't know until we asked. It had a beautiful golden architecture on the woods, and the vibes were very pleasant. Our next stop was at the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, that seems as the resting place of the Vietnamese revolutionary leader and president in Hanoi. Now we have arrived at the one pillar pagoda. If you can see behind me, this whole pagoda was made in one pillar. The emperor constructed the temple in gratitude in 1049, having been told by a monk, erecting a pillar in the middle of the lotus pond similar to the one he saw in a dream. You can just offer anything you like or have in the temples and pagodas. It may be fruits, veggies, flowers, snacks, even beer. Interesting, right? We walked towards the flag tower and decided to ride one of the tuk-tuk. We have to bargain a lot, at least 50% of what they ask. But trust me, the ride is amazing as the rider is behind the tuk-tuk, giving you a full view of what is ahead. Stopped at the Temple of Literature, which is just another amazing place to see. It is one of the several temples in Vietnam dedicated to the sages and the scholars. Here we saw some Misho kind of ad photography going on. This temple is deemed on the back of 1 lakh Vietnamese dong banknote. The various pavilions, walls, statues, and stelae of doctors are places where offering ceremonies, study sessions, and strict exams took place. Guess what? You can learn writing Vietnamese on this waterboard too. Riding further in the tuk-tuk, we completed our service taking near the train street. The trains do not follow a strict schedule, hence it is advised to ask the cafe owners about the timings. We tried egg fried rice here, which was amazing, and then moved to another cafe from a different entrance gate. Train Street is a tricky place. Here, until you hold a cafe owner and agree to dine in their restaurant, you might end up seeing the train like this. But we understood this and spend some good 1 hour dining and enjoying the vibes of this place. And of course, the amazing train. We booked this one-day tour to Ninh Binh and Bangkok via Klook. Bus picked us up at 7 and we had pre-packed our morning breakfast. Driving through rice fields and an amazing cloudy, drizzly weather, palaces, we reached our first destination to climb Mua Caves. Now we are going for trekking.
Trekking.
T is C in Vietnam. Trekking. And our climb starts now. King Trang Thai Thong, under the Tran dynasty, built Amthai Vi in this mountain area, frequented to watch the beautiful women dancing and singing, hence called Mua Caves, meaning dancing cave. That's the place where we are supposed to climb and reach. Foggy weather and poor visibility did not allow us to enjoy the views from here, but vibes were surely spooky and the climb was adventurous. Just that it's too foggy and we're not able to see the view from here. But it was nice climbing up. Yes, sleeping dragon. इसके आगे नहीं जा सकते भाई.
Dragon जो है, he's sleeping at a weird place. It's really dangerous place, and he's sleeping here.
Yeah, just that he doesn't fall, and if he falls, he can fly. Right? Found a dentist with the wrong patient here. After having stomach full of vegan lunch, we moved to cycling.
वाह क्या बात है, साइकिल अपने आप चल रही है. आज तो किसकी सौगात है. हाँ वाह 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 क्या बात है. आइयो
साइकिल चलाने आ रहे हैं.
किधर पे?
हनोई में.
ऐसा भीड़ एरिया में कहाँ आइयो है? पैसे देके यहाँ पे आइयो. ऐसे भीड़ एरिया में. ओह ब्यूटी. ब्यूटी. अच्छा पहाड़ है, पानी है, खेत है और तुम्हारा साथ है. वाह 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 क्या बात है.
After bearing unbearable Ashutosh, we moved to the Bai Din Pagoda. It consists of both the old temple and the newly built one. After which, we moved to one of the best river rides in Bangkok. We were lucky enough to spot a wedding photography or a destination wedding in the river. You can also prefer Trang An as boat rides are at both places, but Bangkok has most number of limestone caves which you can experience here. And the boat rides are cheaper if you are going on your own. Here is a speed video of one of the caves we went into. And as usual, we made some good friends here too. इतने सारे लोग देख के आपको क्या लग रहा है कि हम क्या मतलब क्या चल रहा है?
हमारी जो जहाज थी वो डूब रही थी, तो ये हमारी लाइफ बोट है, तो हमें उस जहाज से नीचे.
जहाँ से आदमी डूबता तो ऐसे हंसते रहते हैं. आज आप डूब गई.
आप लोगों को क्या लग रहा है, कैसा लग रहा है?
हमारे किंग ने हमें छोड़ दिया, तो हम हनोई शिफ्ट हो रहे हैं बोट से.
ओह नाइस.
किंग जैसे.
This is a smaller cave we rode into. These are my Vietnam के दोस्त. They're from India. After some good chit chat, we had a break here before we left for the Lady Buddha temple. Due to our tour guide's generosity. Yes, this wasn't a part of the itinerary in Klook, but thanks to him, we got all lucky. It had these beautifully embedded kind of walls with stories of the life of Buddha and Lady Buddha. I have never seen such an architecture in my life. It was a beautiful day in Vietnam. Another early morning tour via klook through beautiful bridges and above huge rivers. We went towards Halong Bay. But on the way, we stopped at this pearl cultivation cum shop where we learned how pearl is cultivated.
She's opening the oyster just a little bit to keep it alive. Just open it about 1 centimeter.
After a lot of learning, now was time for spending money shopping. So it was quite interesting the way they showed it, but the price of the pearl as compared to India is like nothing, because in India we get one pearl for like 10 to 20 rupees, and if you go near the Andamans you can get for 1000 INR a whole pearl necklace. And I didn't know that we can make out from the shell of the pearl what color of pearl the oyster is going to give you. So that was very interesting. And if you're from India, then I would suggest not to buy a pearl here, because that will not be very cost efficient for you. At last, we reached Halong Bay, UNESCO Heritage Site. It's raining now, it's beautiful. एकदम उस समय का याद आ गया जब we used to board ship. It's just like that. Reminded me of it. It's so beautiful. You can see Halong Bay behind me. We're just going to go inside. Halong Bay means Bay of Descending Dragons. There are around 1969 limestone risings from the sea. Yes, they are not just mountains, they are all limestones. After lunch, we headed towards the sea. And we did our first activity here, kayaking, where we also shot our introductory video. We booked a day tour only since we already have experience staying on board. But you can book a package wherein you could stay here for a night. You can book via klook itself, and as you can see, many cruises are anchored over here. We made our way to the Sung Sot Cave, the largest and the most beautiful cave of Halong Bay. And here is a small view.
The biggest part of the cave here.
Oh, wow.
This pink color on the stone. You think about something special? Happy finger?
Oh my god. This is awesome. Many stalactites hanging from the high ceiling with numerous possible forms and shapes. The caves were once filled with water. Then we stopped at the T-Top Island, which is a wonderful viewpoint of the Halong Bay. This island has its own beach where you can swim as well. After a snack break, we spotted this.
The burner we put incense into for worshipping ancestors at home. That symbolize for local cultures of Vietnamese.
The fourth day was our travel to Da Nang, but you can include this in day 1 itself. सना अगर आप ज़्यादा बोलेंगे ना तो ये पटाखों को फोड़ दूंगी मैं इधर. पहले हमें लगा कि यहाँ पे कुछ खोदा हुआ है, but actually according to Mr. Great archaeologist Ashutosh, we came to know that actually they are excavating something. मतलब यहाँ पे कुछ बहुत पुराना city, I think अंदर है, not city, like some building or something like that. It's there inside and they are digging on it. Wow, this is awesome. ये मैंने documentaries में देखा था इजिप्ट का, and I'm seeing it now.
डॉक्यूमेंट्री मैंने बनाया था, still unrecognized.
The beautiful citadel, and if you can see the flag tower over there, yeah, this line is the flag tower right in front of it.
गाइड लाइक ऐसी आई है, घंटी लगा हुआ है जिसमें लिखा हुआ है डॉन में जो ट्री है पंथू खोंग में स्टीन हमें उसमें सब जो लिखा हुआ है उसमें मतलब ये होता है कि जब यहाँ पे कोई वो प्रॉब्लम करता है तो इसके अंदर डाल देते थे और घंटी बजा देते थे।
So there's a small museum in this place. It's very beautiful. It's about the 13th and the 14th century items, cloths and some monuments that were restored, and it's placed here. It's quite interesting. We also saw this beautiful projector plate, an ancient plate projected to show how it looked with the help of a painting left on it. Later that day after lunch, we headed to the airport where we self-checked in. So we got this. And this is your boarding pass. This is how you get it, and then you can check in. Waiting for the flight due to an unplanned delay in flight. If you are new to our channel, do subscribe to stay in tune with amazing itineraries for your next travel plan.